Hello everyone and welcome to another Versus video. I am BBD.
And I'm CVM.
Yes, that's right. I don't know who that is, but this is CVM. And we're going to be battling some standard action. I am playing Green-Red Hornet Nest against
Sultai Reanimator.
Sultai Reanimator, so this should be a matchup for the ages.
For the ages.
And not for the aegis, but yeah, hopefully this will be an interesting matchup for you guys. I guess to start things off, we will play the old Morph game, a game I have yet to win. So
it's my favorite kind of game.
Yeah, it's my least favorite kind of game.
Mix them up a little bit. We got to keep them away from my deck since I have the Ooze sleeve, so I'd hate to draw a Morph token halfway through the game.
I may have to slip. I may, when he's not looking, I may have to slip a
slip
BBD.
A BBD. Just draw a BBD.
Slip a BBD token into the deck. All right, so I have to pick my own token to win. If I pick his token, I lose. If I pick all three morphs, I win.
All right, what do we got?
All right, we're still in it. Still in the game. All right, let's go ahead and... Oh, hey, got myself. All right. This game sucks. I hate this game.
I'll go first.
I hate this game so much. I will say that the first four cards I drew from my hand were just the actual perfects, though.
Yeah, well, I wish I could say the same.
Oh, yeah, this hand is... Whew.
So, I don't think that this is a keepable hand. However, if I draw really anything, the hand becomes very good. But I think I actually have to mulligan this, so...
That is an interesting one. Yeah.
I do have the fetches with the Delph cards, but...
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been real good.
So this hand I don't think is mulliganable because it's the perfect 7-card hand.
Oh, man, that's what I didn't even cut your deck, too. I feel like I got...
I think didn't you cut my deck?
I did not. I think I got Humphreys here.
Well, you were 5 lands too many to get Humphreys. So.
All right, give me a good one, or a good 6. Not just a good 1, a good 6. Slip a BBD in there. No. Can I have a 7-card hand with that?
Yeah, here's your 7. Your 7.
In my command zone.
You can play this at any time. I'm actually okay with it.
All right. Well, I don't really want to mulligan anymore, so I will keep this one.
All right, let's see it.
Go ahead.
The old Opulent Palace. Oh, that was a really good draw, too. Jeez, we're just...
Elvish Mystic.
We are hitting on all cylinders today.
Fear my evolving wild.
Things are getting...
Go ahead.
Things are getting super wild over there. All right, we're drawing hits off the top like it's 1974, so you're up.
All right. Well, we need to use this to decide what I want to get. I think I want to get one of these so that I can cast this. So we will get a forest.
And you don't even have to take any damage for that. That is
value.
That is pretty good. So
quite the value.
Yep.
All right, so no, that's not what I was looking for. All right, we'll play this guy.
All right. All right, 2 Doomwake Giants gone. I think I'm happy with that result.
Well, we'll take the polluted delta.
I feel like a fetch cut could happen here.
If only. I'll pass the turn.
All right, draw. All right, well, we did not find another land. But I will play this and go to 21. And now I think my best play... Now, I'd really love to cast this, but I can't. So I think my best play here is to just play this. So I'm going to cast a Xenagos the Reveler. And I will go ahead and make a Satyr token and crash on in for 4.
See here. Do I block? I think that I do block.
Okay.
I'll block 1.
Alright, so you go to 18.
Yep.
Your turn.
I kind of want to draw a land, so I'm not going to fetch yet.
Okay.
It's not the land that I want to draw. But I guess it'll be alright. I'll go to 17.
Okay.
I feel like I'm just going to get dragoned real hard next turn.
That would be really sweet. If only I had access to Stormbreath Dragon.
If only. Alright, we'll play a Corsair.
Okay.
I'll gain a life.
18.
And then we will pass the turn.
Alright, idle one on top. Alright, so I'm going to draw this dragon. No land underneath, unfortunately. Alright, so let's see what I can do. I think that I'm actually just going to try to get real big here, so play an Elvish Mystic, play an anonymous morph creature. Could be anything, actually. Let's get one of these morphs for our morph game. And then I will plus Xena Ghost and add 4 red mana and cast a Stormbreath Dragon. Or 5 red mana. And then I will attack with, I guess, just the dragon. There's no real value in sending anything else, so we'll send the dragon in, put you down to 14.
Yep.
And I will then pass the turn.
Alright, well, we draw this useless Eidolon Blossoms. Well, I mean, I guess I can cruise. Man. So he can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he has 11 mana next turn.
Mm-hmm. Potentially 12. If I hit a land off of Corsair.
Yeah. So, I mean, he can just play the Chandra and make my Corsair not block, and I'm just actually dead. Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm just dead. I don't have any lands. I just have 2 trajectories.
Okay. Alright, we are back for game number 2. Hopefully I'll have as sweet of a hand this time around.
Well, I already hate the mana base for this deck.
Don't hate the player, hate the mana base.
I mean, if I see a green source, then this hand is just absurd. So there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 untapped green sources, with 5 more tapped green sources.
Do you have any plays if you don't draw a green source?
I do not, that's the problem. I feel like I would keep this hand on the draw, because then I would get 2 looks at a green source, but not on the play. So I'm going to mulligan this hand. But
Yeah, I don't think you can keep that hand, so. Alright, my hand on the other hand is pretty good. Our mana is also actually a little awkward too, but I think that these cards are powerful, that we'll keep it, and hopefully it works out for us.
alright, let's see if we can get a good 6. Actually, yeah, this is a real good 6. I'll keep it.
Alright,
19.
Got him where we want him.
Go
He's at
ahead.
19. That was a decent draw. You're up.
Man.
Is it a Corsair?
18. It is a Corsair.
That's bad for me.
Of course it's a Corsair. Good.
Alright, draw. Alright, I think that we just play this and say go, and hopefully we don't get doom waked. You can't doom wake us this turn, but...
Alright, so we'll draw that. We've got that on top. So I think that I want to cast this first and see what we can hit. And I think that I want to do it like this.
Okay.
And I'll come in.
Okay. There's a lot of coursers.
And I don't get to see this. This is technically still here.
I believe that's true. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, that is a lot of coursers. But I think that I just have to take this whip.
Okay. It's a good one to be on top afterwards.
Yes, yes it is. Alright, I'll gain life.
Alright, you are at 19.
Let's see here. And let's see, I can attack with my courser. But if he has a lightning strike, that I'm just trading my courser for a mystic and a strike, and I don't want to do that, so I'll just pass.
Okay. Alright, come on, deck. That was not it. Alright, so what do I want to do?
You just have like dragons and phoenixes and only one red source.
Yeah. Alright, so... he has a card on top of his deck.
Oh, you know about the whip.
I know about the whip, yep. So the last thing I want to happen is to get Doomwake Gianted. Maybe I'm being a little too conservative, but I really want to get his Elvish Mystic off the table. Alternatively, I could kill his Courser as well, but it would be real bad for me. So I think that I want to... I'm going to cast a Xenagos, and I can either plus it and play this, or I can plus it and play this. But if he already has a Murderous Cut in his hand, that's really bad for me. So I think that I'm gonna just play in hopes that he doesn't have a land and a Doomwake Giant. So I'm gonna plus the Xenagos.
Results.
Okay. Let's add 2 green mana. Cast Sylvan Caryatid. And then I'll pass the turn.
Okay. So how do we want to go about this? I think that I just want to leave this land up so I can play that and this. So the reason that the only downside to that is if there's a land underneath after this is already in play, then we are missing out on value for a turn from our Courser of Kruphix. But I think that that is fine.
Alright.
So I'll gain a life.
Okay, 20. And
Oh yeah.
Is this an
I'll take 1 and play a CDC.
Okay.
19. Trigger.
You are definitely getting a zombie.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3. We will get a zombie. Got him somewhere. Alright. And I think that we just kind of want to sit on this Murderous Cut for now. And I'll just pass the turn.
Okay. Alright, so I will draw a card. That was a decent draw, I think. So now I have to decide. I think if he had Doomwake Giant, he would have just killed my 2 Mystics, so he probably doesn't have it. And he won't have it next turn either. I think that I don't think playing this really does anything at this point. So I think I want to fetch down to 19.
Oh, we're tied.
Tied up. Let's get a mountain. And I'm gonna
Phoenix.
cast an Ash Cloud Phoenix and make a satyr. And I'm just going to pass the turn.
Okay. So I don't think I want to use this Murderous Cut yet. I want to be able to use it in response to a Setessan Tactics or something. Alright, so we're going to draw a card. And we get to reveal a Sidisi. Okay, so I think that here I can actually just fire this off, which makes it so I have another Sidisi, and then I can start attacking with this Sidisi to keep fueling the rest of my cards. So we're going to Treasure Cruise.
Okay.
I'll leave a Courser there in the graveyard.
Alright, I do get to see them all.
Yep.
As Courser. Well, that's gross.
Alright, we'll reveal the top card. Man, almost makes me not want to attack with this Sidisi. But I think that I still want to attack with the Sidisi. So I'll go to my combat step.
Yep.
I think I can also send this token, because if he were to block with his Caryatid and I am able to find a land here, then I can Doomwake Giant and kill his Caryatid. So we will send both of these at your Xenagos.
Okay.
And we'll trigger the Sidisi. Now that's real gross.
Well, that's all the Doomwakes. Oh, there is the land.
I get a zombie.
Alright, well, I want to kill Sidisi, so I think I just block here. This is tough. Decide how I want to do this here. You're not in a great position at this point in time. I don't want to lose this to Murderous Cut, but I might have to. If I guess I think I probably have to just do this. And if he Murderous Cuts my Phoenix, then that's so be it.
So the options here are, I can just let damage happen, he'll get his morph, and then I can play my land and Doomwake Giant. The big problem there is that all three of these can tap for mana, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he could Tactics and then Strive it and save his 2 Mystics. But then I have this Doomwake Giant in play, and I don't think that there's actually just a lot that he can do about the Doomwake Giant being in play, and I have a whip that I can follow it up with. So I think that I'm fine with just letting damage happen.
Okay. Alright, so these trade off. Ash Cloud Phoenix comes back.
Second mate.
Mm-hmm.
Gain life.
20.
And we're going to shuffle away that Treasure Cruise. I'll stay at 20. I think that I want to get a swamp here. And we'll cast a Doomwake Giant. Trigger.
Yep. Alright.
And then I'll pass.
I will draw a card. It is not what I want.
You didn't want Basic Land Mountain?
I did not, actually. Unless it was white bordered.
There's one of those.
There is one.
I think if I were to play this deck in a tournament, I would want 4 Doomwake Giants, because I always hit them with Wayfinders.
Yeah, I mean, I think Doomwake's insane. I think I just have to make a Satyr. And... So you're at 20, I'm at 19.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, since I know he has the whip, it's not even, like, worth it to unmorph and attack, so I'll just pass the turn.
Alright, I'll draw a card. Yeah, I want to whip this turn. Or am I seducing this turn? Maybe I seduce instead? No, I think I just whip. I'll gain a life.
21.
Play whip.
Yep.
Trigger Doomwake Giant.
Yep.
We're also going to play this Elvish Mystic. And then go to combat.
Okay.
And we will send this at Xenagos. Don't think I want to attack with this Courser yet. Actually, yeah, I'm at 21. Yeah, I'll just send these two at Xenagos. I think I'll leave the Courser back.
Okay, so I am going to make a play here where I block his Doomwake Giant with this morph.
You gonna flip it up so I don't gain any life?
I am going to unmorph it. It flips up into Ash Cloud Phoenix. We both take 2. 19 to 17. And then since Doomwake Giant has triggered, it immediately dies and flips back down. And Xenagos will take 2 from the zombie token.
Yep.
And
I
you
go
will-
to 21.
You'll go to 21.
And then I will pass the turn.
Okay. I will draw for turn. Alright, what do I want to do? I think I have to just... make another...
Yeah, I probably should have also attacked with that courser.
I think I just make another satyr. And... I don't know, I'm in real bad shape here. I'm not sure really how I come out of this game, but I can either play this or this. I guess I just get this going. I'll play Chandra.
Okay.
And do 1 to you and 1 to Elvish Mystic.
Alright, I'll go to 20.
I think I have to just start getting rid of some of these creatures here. And I'll pass the turn.
Alright, well, that Freaka is very good.
Yeah, that's a rough one for me.
So I think here to start with, I just want to whip back a Doomwing Giant.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just dead.
And then 2 triggers. Yeah, it's just 2 triggers, right?
Yeah, I
Minus
think
2,
I...
minus 2.
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking it was just going to be 1 trigger. Yeah. I'm just going to concede. I'm dead.
Okay.
My morph was an Ash Cloud Phoenix.
Was it?
Yeah. Alright, we are back for sideboarding. For myself, I'm going to bring out the entire Nest package against him. While Nest is actually good against like Sidisi and things like that, it's really bad against Doomwake Giant.
Nest to go.
Yeah.
Get it out of there.
Yep. I think, mark my words, these Nests are to go. And then I'm going to cut these tactics as well. Last game I had a tactics in hand the entire game, and CVM played around it really well, and I couldn't really do anything with it at all. So I think I just don't want him in my deck at all. And that leaves me vulnerable to Doomwake Giant, but that's where Reclamation Sage is going to come in. And hopefully I can use Sage to handle whips and Doomwakes and things. And then I'm going to bring in Lightning Strike to kill Sidisi, just as a good answer to Sidisi.
So I'm not 100% sure how to sideboard with this.
Okay.
I did ask Caleb for some ideas on siding against green-red. And he said that he likes some number of Thoughtseize on the draw, and Prognostic Sphinx is usually good as a way to fight Phoenix and Stormbreath Dragon. But he said he only likes having 2 Phoenixes on the play, so I'm cutting the 2 Eidolons, a Commune, and a Freaka. As you just said, those were usually the weakest cards in the deck post board, and usually the first thing to get cut.
Okay.
So let's see what happens. I kind of feel like I want to shave a Treasure Cruise, but casting 1 does a lot for your win percentage. So let's see what happens.
Cruise was pretty absurd for you last game, so I'm not sure you want to cut too many of those. But
so let's battle.
All right, let's battle it out. All right, we are back for game 3, and I added a Perforos that I didn't mention in sideboarding. I decided between the time when we sideboarded and right now that I wanted to try one of these out. So I added 1 in and cut an Ash Cloud Phoenix. I just want to see... I feel like maybe I need that kind of an effect to really do a lot of damage against things like Whip. So, all right. I'm going to play this game, and this hand's real slow. I would probably consider mulliganing this on the draw, but I am going to keep it. So
I'm going to keep mine as well. We're going to do some damage to ourselves, but we got some sweet stuff.
All right. I'm going to do the opposite of damage to myself. I'm going to get rugged. Gain a life. You're up.
Taking the high road, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, well, we're going to Thoughtseize you.
Oh, okay. Well, you have your options between Courser, Lightning Strike, and Reclamation Sage.
Well, I mean, I don't have to write them down. I'm going to leave them up. Well, he has 2 Coursers, which isn't going to do much. I think that I probably just take his Reclamation Sage. And I can get a lot of value out of this card. Well, the thing is, I need to figure out which one of these 2 cards is going to be the most important, because he has 1 answer to each of them.
The old Sidisi and Whip combination going on there.
And I think that I think that I'd rather get rid of the lightning strike.
Okay.
Could definitely be wrong, but go ahead.
Huzzah. Alright. Go.
It's not a Caryatid.
It's not a Mystic or Caryatid.
Alright, we're going to be Saito Wayfinder in here. I was going to say, don't do it to me. And I think that I want to take the fetch so that I can keep putting cards in my graveyard.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Alright. These are my last 2 draws in case you didn't have a good chance to see them. I'm going to play a Courser and pass the turn.
Alright. So, I think I did this all backwards, and I had me being in the spot where you are now. I definitely should have took the Reclamation Sage instead of the other one, but that's a story for another day. And let's go ahead and I kind of feel like I just want to get this out, but I don't really know how good that is. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Alright, we'll fetch to 16.
You also taking a pain to 15? This is a Courser or prefix.
It is not a Courser, but I will be taking a pain. Just have extra cards in my deck.
Throwing cards out of his deck while he's looking through, I don't... It seems illegal to me.
And we'll take 1 to 15, and we'll play a Farika, God of Affliction. And then it's your turn.
At least your graveyard's all spells and lands, I guess.
For now.
Alright, deck. Come on, deck. Draw the Splukernos. Oh, yes. Yes. Alright.
Every time.
Every time. I will gain a life. I'm at 22. And now I have to decide what I want to do. I think it's this, actually. I think it is this card. So I will play Xenagos the Reveler and make a Satyr, and we'll go ahead and crash. Well, can he? Probably unlikely for him to turn that thing on this next turn, so I'm content to attack here. He might just chump to get a guy in the yard for Farika, but that's okay. That's going to happen eventually, so...
Yeah.
Alright, so you go to 14?
13. How was it, 15?
Missed one. Alright, you're up.
Alright, well this hand turned out super awkward. I also took the wrong card with my Thoughtseize. Well, that could be worse, I guess.
Okay, so you
I'll
are at
take
12.
one.
And back to 13.
I'll pass the turn.
Okay. Let's draw Elvish Mystic. We have Courser on top of our deck, which is not what we wanted, but I guess I don't have... Beggars can't be choosers.
I mean, you still get to cast 3 spells this turn.
Yeah, I still get to cast 3 spells. So we're going to cast Elvish Mystic. We're going to Reclamation Sage his Courser. We are going to plus our Xenagos and cast Pelucranos. And we're attacking for 4.
9.
So that was a pretty big turn for us, and we'll pass the turn.
We'll just play a CDC.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm actually just dead.
I drew that as well.
I mean, you just monstrous your Pelucranos and kill.
Yep.
Alright, game 4. I'll be back on the play. And yet again, I will mulligan with this 3-color deck with a million basic lands in it.
I will keep, but this hand's super loose. So we'll see if this pan. I don't think you mulligan these kinds of hands, but they are not the most exciting.
All right, we're back. Oh, I took out the Thoughtseizes and put the Eidolons back in and the other Prognostic Sphinx. Mulligan yet again. All right. Go.
These are getting real opulent over there. I'll get a life. You're up.
We will commune some gods.
You know what?
Can I take a land? Nope.
Seder
I'll get a
Wayfinder.
Wayfinder. Go ahead.
Draw. Oh, that was not what the doctor ordered. Go ahead and play Forest and pass it back.
No, it's not. Go.
Go. You'll Courser on Courser.
Land.
So now you have a Wayfinder and a Courser. Alright, there's the Wayfinder.
And I'll play the Wayfinder. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time. I'll gain a life.
Okay, so you're at 21.
Man, I'd like to draw a treasure cruise at some point. That'd be nice. I'll pass the turn.
Alright, I would like to draw a Polychronos at some point. And I did. I think I will gain a life here at 22. And again, I think that this is just, well, it could be this too, but I think that this is just my best bet as a Xenagos here. So we'll go ahead and play a Xenagos and make a Satyr and then pass the turn.
Alright. We're going to fetch in the upkeep.
And you know I have this.
And we'll stay at 21.
Yep.
And I will get a swamp. Yeah, I still have one left.
Okay. And then, whew.
Draw for my turn.
How fortunate. And a cut too. Jeez.
Above the rest. Alright. Well. So I can I feel like I just want to do it with only 1 mana. So I can try and hit a land to cast this. So yeah, I'm gonna cruise.
Okay.
And go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll keep these since they have entered the battlefield effects.
Yep.
And we'll draw 1, 2, 3 cards. Well, we didn't get what we wanted.
They never do.
So I can not cast this and be able to Murderous Cut on his turn. But I think I'm fine with just gaining a life,
22.
playing a Caryatid.
Yep.
And attacking your Xena goes for 1.
Alright. So basically just trying to get enough in the graveyard for Murderous Cut.
I guess I should have attacked before I went through and played all my stuff. But
Yeah.
I didn't see the line until after I cast my spells.
Now I have to decide if I care. I think I will block to preserve my Xenagos.
Yeah, I actually think attacking there was probably bad because you're just going to Reclamation Sage my Courser probably. Go ahead.
Alright. Go ahead and draw for turn. Lightning Strike.
How lucky.
Pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. Alright, well. It's awkward because he does have access to potential whip. He has a second Courser in his hand. And he could have whip. So I'm not sure that saging his Courser is the correct play. And I kind of want this Lightning Strike on top of my deck. So I think that what I'm going to do is I'll play a Temple. I want this on top in case he has a Sidisi, because I want to have an answer to that. So I'll gain a life. I'm 23. I'll leave that there. I'm going to cast Chandra and do 1 damage to you, 1 damage to Courser. So 21. So that keeps Courser from being able to block. And then I'm just going to make a Satyr and attack with the team.
Well, I think that I want to get that Caryatid off the field. So we're going to cut the Courser.
Okay.
And I'll block one of your Satyrs.
Okay, so you take 2, you're at 19. And I'll pass to you.
Alright, well. I think I just cast this.
Is it whip?
It is Sidisi.
Okay.
Or actually, that gets rid of my whip. It's probably not the right call then.
Glad I kept that Lightning Strike.
Yeah. Maybe I just cast this. But he has a Reclamation Sage, so it doesn't really matter. Although then he would have to use the Sage, and I would be able to get my whip online. Man, these game states are real rough.
Yeah. You have so much inherent and natural card advantage, but Planeswalkers just generate such an advantage on their own.
Yeah. I wish that if that was any card but whip, then I would just cast Sidisi here. Maybe it's right anyways.
Okay.
Trigger.
Gives you another chance of getting a land too.
Yeah, we don't get a zombie.
You do find a land though. You didn't, I don't think you played land yet.
I have not.
Yeah, that's right. So you go to 20.
Yep.
feeling you're gonna fetch that Elvish Mystic away.
Yeah. I will stay. Well, let me make sure that I still have something I can get here. Yeah, I still have the islands left in my deck.
Okay. I think either way you'd want to fetch, just to not have to draw that. Oof.
Talk about gas.
Alright, every time I cut your deck, it's to a cruise. I think I'm just going to stop cutting. This seems real bad for me.
Alright, well, let's attack your Synagos.
Down to 1.
We'll play the other Corsair.
Sure.
Which means I'm going to take some damage this turn, but we have to try and whittle those Planeswalkers a little bit.
Okay, so let's draw the card we knew we were going to draw. I think my first order of business is, so he knows we drew this too. I think, first of all, I want to 0 Chandra and just see what we get. So let's go ahead and 0 Chandra. It's a temple. Okay, so I can play this turn if I want to. I want to just think through my plays. So I can... Awkwardly enough, I don't think I actually want to play this. So I know he has a Murderous Cut. And I want to kill that Sidisi. I guess I could... One line is to plus the Xenagos this turn. So that would let me play... And I don't want to use a Sage because he has 2 Coursers, so it doesn't really accomplish that much if I do. Because I could go like Sage, I could go like Pelucranos plus Sage, and I still wouldn't have enough for Strike. I guess I could. Yeah, I think I want to keep the Sage. I think I want to make a Satyr with Xenagos too. So I'm just going to play and fetch 22. So this will just stay exiled. And now I'm going to cast Pelucranos. And I think I just passed the turn after that. Or make a Satyr. Did I already make a Satyr?
We have not.
Yeah, make a Satyr. And I think I just passed the turn after that point. Yeah.
Drop.
Yep.
I get it for main phase?
Yep.
Alright. I'll gain 2.
22. Bad for me.
Alright. Well, let's... So I think that I want to just... I think that I do a 3-mana cruise here to get that Sidisi in my hand.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll cruise. I will go to my combat step.
Alright, beginning of combat step, I will kill Sidisi.
Sidisi is dead.
Good.
Let's see, do I want to attack with anything? I don't think so. I mean, I guess I could kill his Pelucranos and then attack. But I don't think that accomplishes much. I feel like my best bet here is to just play this Sidisi and then kill his Pelucranos with my Murderous Cut. Yeah, second main.
Okay.
Alright, we will Sidisi. Hey, we get a zombie.
So a lot of Sidisi's.
It is. Alright, and then we will cut the Pelucranos. And we'll keep the Sidisi in the graveyard. Here for the rest.
Okay.
And then I'll pass the turn.
Right. So go ahead and draw. So this. It's not bad. I think I'm gonna go ahead and zero my Chandra first thing. Alright, so it's a land, we'll play it.
These games are definitely convoluted.
Yeah, they are quite convoluted. So I could play this. I think that's my best line of play. Is to cast a Pelucranos plus Xenagos and then Monstrous for 3. Kill Sidisi. Which we know he's drawing yet another Sidisi, but I still have to get rid of them somehow. And I think I just pass the turn after that. My goal at this point is to just try to grind him out, which is not a great goal, but we have to do what we gotta do. That Eidolon will not help us in that regard. Hopefully Chandra can find us another Sage or another Lightning Strike.
So, I guess that I can... So if I just play this, it gets killed. If I play this, it gives me a turn of reprieve, I suppose. And I don't really want to Sidisi away that Eidolon, although I'm probably going to need to. So let's just do that first.
Okay.
Alright, so we'll Sidisi.
Okay. I have a feeling you're gonna hit.
And we did.
Okay.
Play an Elvish Mystic. And... I mean, all 4 of my cuts are gone, so like there's a realistic that I could just mill out before I can outclass that Pelucranos. I milled over 2 with the Sidisi earlier.
That's true. You've already played. You've gone through what? 3 cruises? Yeah. So he has a cruise and a cut.
At this point, I think that I just pass.
Okay.
Can't really attack.
All right. I will draw. Interesting. Well, let's start with zeroing. Well, I could also plus Chandra and kill that Elvish Mystic. Is that really do anything for us? Before. It keeps him from playing Whip and Doomwake next turn, so it's actually really big, unless he finds a land. Like, if he can play Doomwake and Whip in the same turn, that's actually really bad. That kills all my little things. So I think I will plus the Chandra and kill your Elvish Mystic and do one to you. 21. Then I don't think making more satyrs really accomplishes that much. So I'm gonna plus Xenagos and cast Ashcloud Phoenix. And then I think I just pass the turn.
I'm getting a life.
2 life.
Oh yeah, 2. 23. Alright, so I could play the whip and whip back an Eidolon, but I don't really know what that would accomplish. I don't really want to mill myself anymore. I think maybe I just play this Doomwake Giant. Yeah, I think that's probably fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll play the Doomwake.
Okay. It kills this. These are all 1s.
Yeah. And I'll just pass the turn.
I will
Flip it up, yeah.
unmorph end of turn.
21, 20.
Yep, I'm at 20, you're at 21. Alright, untap. And draw. Okay. It's not terrible. Figure out exactly what I want to do here. I kind of feel like I have to start attacking with Ashcloud Phoenix. I don't think I want to do anything with this yet. So I think that I just zero the Chandra and keep trying to dig for stuff. Elvish Mystic. Which I'll play it. And I will I guess I'll plus Xenagos, cast a Reclamation Sage, destroy Doomwake Giant.
Yep.
And I will attack you with Ashcloud Phoenix. So you're at 17?
Yep, 17 to 20.
And I want to leave open 6 mana to be able to flip Ashcloud Phoenix, so I'll pass the turn to you.
Alright, so we draw. And we hit a Courser. Alright, well, we'll do my Giant.
Okay. It kills these, this flips.
And then we'll whip trigger Doom Giant.
Yep, kills all these.
Alright.
My Plukernos is a 6/6.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't really want to attack with this CDC yet, because I kind of want to draw that Corsair. So he can do the same trick with his Phoenix here they did before. So I want to be able to... So if I send... two of them so I can kill Xenagos. Maybe I just don't mind if I CDC this Corsair. No, I think I do. Alright, so we'll go to combat.
Alright, maybe I might have something before combat.
Sure.
Thinking. Before combat, I'm gonna lightning strike CDC. So even though you said you weren't gonna attack with her, I still want to do that.
Yeah, well, we're gonna send all of these guys at Xenagos.
Alright, well, I will eat a Corsair with Plukernos, and Xenagos will die.
Alright, and I'll gain 8.
Yep, so you're at 25.
And then it will be your turn.
Okay. Alright, I need to draw something good. I don't think that's it.
Hopefully not a Reclamation Sage.
Well, let's go ahead and zero the Chandra Mountain. I don't think there's any value in casting this. So I am actually just going to say go.
Alright, so we'll draw. Well then. Alright, so we are going to whip back. I think I want to do a Doom Giant. Yeah, I'll whip back a Doom Giant.
Okay.
2 triggers.
Alright, so after, well, I'll let the first trigger resolve, and then before the second trigger, I'm going to unmorph Ash Cloud Phoenix.
Okay, so we each take 2.
Yep. 18 to 23. Alright, so the second trigger resolves.
Well, you said before the second, so the first trigger is already resolved?
Yes.
Alright, so this slips back down before the second trigger resolves.
Oh, you're right. Yep.
So he's gonna, and then
Yep.
the trigger will resolve, and then it'll die.
No, because it's a new object.
Oh, yeah, it is an object. Okay.
So now it's a 1/1.
Yeah, so now it's a 1/1.
Yep.
Alright. And then I'll Corsair.
Okay, so it dies.
2 more triggers. So this has 4 triggers on it.
Yep.
So it's a 4/4.
It's a 4/4.
And we're going to send, 18.
Yep.
Alright, I'm going to send both, or all 3 of these here, and these 2 at you. I think it's worth killing the Chandra.
I think at this point I just have to block the Corsair, I guess. Alright, so I'll block the Corsair.
Okay, so you take 2. We'll go to 16.
16.
I gain 8, 10, 12, 14.
You go to 37.
37. And then end step, one of the Doom Links is gone.
Okay.
And I'm not going to cast this Wayfinder.
Okay. Alright, need to draw some gas. Draw. I will scry. Huh. I think that this is actually good. just as something defensive. So I'm going to hope that that's the case and keep it on top. Play a Xenagos. Make another Satyr. Say go.
And so untap. Alright, so here I think I actually whip back the Eidolon. Or maybe I just cruise. 1, 2. I mean, I don't really want to be whipping Sidisi's with my berry so low.
I'm just hoping to hang on at this point.
Yeah. Alright, so if I... Maybe cruising is right. 1, 2. Alright, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I want to be able to whip and cast the Eidolon. Maybe I just whip Doomwake. Yeah, I guess I could just... I want to be able to whip Doomwake and play some enchantments in the same turn. Alright, so we're going to whip the Eidolon.
Okay.
Trigger, trigger.
Yep.
Draw card. So 2 triggers trigger. So I draw 2. And this guy's a 6/6 now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I can't attack with my Doomwake Giant.
My goal at this point is to just survive until he mills out.
Yeah.
Which is actually a thing that could happen.
So, and this is the one that I whipped. Maybe I just kill his Xenagos here, and then play for next turn. Yeah, like that. So I'll gain a life.
Okay, 38. Because I don't think I'm doing 38 damage to him this game.
I'll play an Elvish Mystic.
Okay.
We'll send these guys at the Xenagos.
Alright. I will block a zombie token.
Okay.
And I will lightning strike the other zombie token.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Alright, so Xenagos goes to 1.
And I gain 4.
You go to 42.
And this is exiled.
I don't know if that's right because he can just whip that other Doomwake back, but
Alright, I'll pass the turn.
I think I have to try to preserve my Xenagos. Alright, so I know what I'm drawing, and I'm going to just make a Satyr and cast a Stormbreath Dragon, which hopefully a monstrous Stormbreath Dragon can also play D along with Flukernos. We'll just say go.
Milling those 2 cuts was just real gross.
Certainly cut down your chances of winning. Alright. Prognostic. I guess having Stormbreath to be able to deal with prognostics is pretty good too. How many? Let's see. Have you gone through all your coursers already?
1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
you
There's
have.
9 other courser. Alright, so
No.
there's like a whip, and that's it, basically.
Do you have? Yeah, you have a whip in here.
Man, this is real gross. so I think that I have to cruise here. Alright, so we're not going to be whipping back these Sidisi's. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep, so 2 mana cruise.
Yep.
Alright. 1, 2, 3.
We'll get live.
Okay, so you're at 43.
So what do I have left? So there's the Doom Lake. This is just like the most frustrating game of Magic I've ever played.
Isn't Magic great? This is just the best game of Magic.
So Doom Wakes are gone. There's
we've ever
so there's
played.
1 whip left.
Who knew that Pelucranos could be so good?
Alright, well, I mean, there really isn't much that I can do. I guess I can just play like these 2 creatures.
You could try both Satyr Wayfinders. See how that pans out.
Oh, that'd be a good idea.
I think so.
And then I can mill my other whip. I'm just gonna. This is real gross. Yeah. Alright, so we're just gonna do this.
Okay, Sphinx it up.
Did I play the Mystic yet? Yeah, I'll play the Mystic.
Okay.
I think that I just pass.
Okay.
We have to try and set up a turn where I can whip back a Doomwake Giant, do enough damage to him to make him lethal to a second attack.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I drew another dragon, which is pretty good. So play the dragon. Add 4, 5, 6, 7, monstrous to dragon.
Yep, I take 3, go to 40.
The old take 3, go to 40. What up? And I'll just pass the turn.
Alright. We need to find this other whip.
Sylvan Caryatid. And there's the other whip.
Perfect. I don't think that I have any lands that I can fetch with this. 1 island, 1 swamp,
2 triggers.
island swamp.
Whip 2 triggers.
Yeah, I can get 4 triggers,
Yeah.
which lets me kill that other dragon.
You can't do that this turn, though, right?
I mean, I can whip this back, I draw a card. And
Oh,
then play the whip.
that's right. You have an Eidolon to play. That's right. Forgot about that. Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna whip this back.
Yep. So 2 triggers.
2 triggers, draw a card.
Yep. And the Satyr's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Satyr's dead. Play a whip, 2 more triggers.
Yep. Draw another card. This thing's dead.
And And I think that if I... So how many triggers? 1, 2...
You've 1, 2,
so 1, 2, 3,
4.
4. So there's 4. Okay, so I can whip this back, which is 6 triggers.
Yep.
Yeah, which means I think that just does it.
You have to take a point for that. Yeah. Okay,
No, I don't.
Now I have to use that.
Alright, and we'll whip this back.
Okay, so that's 2 more triggers. Draw a card.
Yep, 2 more triggers. I draw a card.
So that puts up to...
So there's 6 triggers total.
Yep, so this is a 2-2 and this is a 1-1. Alright, I don't think I'm dead, but...
I don't think you're dead, but I think that your guys die, right? Like you can block here. Is the only way to keep your Pelucranos?
Mm-hmm. I think I have to keep my Pelucranos, but we'll see. Alright, so...
Let me figure out if it's worth it for me to send 1 creature here.
Okay.
So this is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18. So I can't kill you here, and so I think it's worth if I just do 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think if I send this at you, and this here, maybe. Well, then you can just block here, keep all your guys, go to 1. I mean, I don't think that puts you in a very good spot anyways.
You do get to scry 3.
The last 3.
You get to scry your entire deck if you would like to do that.
So if I send this here. Yeah, I think this is right. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Okay.
So if you just block here and here, you take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and go to 5. And I still have this. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, these guys all at you, this guy here.
Okay.
I'll scry 3.
Sure. All right.
Forgot about that one. Oh, jeez.
Wow. Okay. That's real bad for me.
And I can pitch all these Wayfinders. Although this isn't a May, by the way. This is a must. So.
Okay, so you can only do it a couple times.
In fact, I will be able to do it once.
All right. Well, I'll keep my Pelucranos. So, or maybe I should keep Stormbreath. Oh, sorry, I can't keep Stormbreath Dragon.
Yeah, Dragon dies.
I'll block the Elvish Mystic and I'll block the Doomlike Giant.
Okay.
Alright, so Xenagos dies.
So
I'm
8,
taking
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I'm going to gain 18.
58.
And you take 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and go to 5.
I'm at 5.
And I keep all of my creatures except a Doomlike Giant is exiled on my end step.
So is a Courser.
Yeah, and I whipped the Coursers.
And
oh, my math was all messed up.
And I blocked an Elvish Mystic. I mean, I'm still in bad
you
shape.
have to draw.
I think.
And I still have this Mystic too.
Yeah. I think I need to draw like running stuff. I don't even know.
That's an Elvish Mystic.
Go.
Alright, end of your turn, we're going to make this guy super hexproof.
Alright, he is hex proof.
Maybe I don't discard that guy.
Ooh, I knew about the Urborg. You set those up in the wrong order.
I wanted you to see the forest.
Oh, you wanted to just see them all?
Perfect information.
Okay.
Everybody at home had it, so you might as well too.
Sure.
Yeah, so I just cast this Freako.
I'm dead.
Yeah, I just cast this, whip this back, and then kill you.
Yep.
With no cards left in my deck.
Alright, we're going into game 5, and since I am on the play, I'm going to bring in Rabble Masters and the Perforos. I don't think I would do this on the draw. But on the play, I just want to be as aggressive as I possibly can be.
Yeah, I think last game kind of showcased how if the game goes long, I'm going to have inevitability.
Yeah.
Even if it takes me to having 0 cards left in my deck.
Yeah.
So I think Rabble Master is a good place to be.
And Phoenix, I'm cutting these because they just died a Doomwag Giant.
Yeah.
So.
I'm bringing these out and bringing the Thoughtseizes back in on the draw. Wasn't too happy with them before, but I think it's correct to have them on the draw. So.
All right, we are here for the last game, and I'm on the play. And this hand's real awkward, but I'm going to keep it anyway. I mean, I would keep on the merit of just like these right here. So these cards kind of suck in the scheme of things, but I'm going to keep anyway.
Well, if nothing else, I would say this deck is consistently mulliganing its opening hands.
But you have all the cards you need to win a game.
I had very good Magic cards there. All right. And this is probably the best 6 that I could have asked for.
All right, well, that's bad for me. Go. Oh, God. Okay. Well, that's bad for me.
I don't need to just leave them up.
Getting Thoughtseize there was not my plan. I had some other plans.
So I can take his Caryatid, or I can take his Xenagos. This is rough. Every time I'm in the situation and I take the Caryatid to try and man screw my opponent, they just like play a Temple of Abandon on the next turn.
I wouldn't play Temple of Abandon. I'd play another Caryatid. Come on. Yeah.
I'm just going to take the Xenagos.
Okay.
I think it's the safer play. Go ahead.
All right, deck. That was not it. Go.
Go.
All right. Draw. Oh. We'll play this first in case we have a land.
What else do I know that you have?
You know I have a forest and another forest. I think that's it.
Okay.
I'll gain a life. I'm at 21. You're up. Yep.
Trigger.
Yep.
Uno, dos, tres. Get a Sandblack. Go ahead.
Alright, draw Sage. It's a Xenagos.
Rats. I should have took that. Yeah, Sylvan Caryatid.
I would have gotten wrecked, actually. I'll go to 22. And I will go ahead and Lightning Strike your CDC and hope you don't have another one. And attack you. Alright, 16 to 22.
Yep.
Go. Don't have anything to Reclamation Sage at this stage of the game, so.
Alright, well, we're just going to cruise.
Okay. Treasure Cruise is a good card.
I've been impressed.
It's a card I want you to have the least of any cards.
Attack for dose.
Alright, I'm at 20.
Pass the turn.
Alright, draw Xenagos. It's another Xenagos. I will play Xenagos. And make a Satyr.
Got a Satyr.
And I don't want to get in for 2 damage and have my Xenagos take 2. That just doesn't seem that great, so we'll pass.
Well, that was, as they say, the perfects. Trigger. 1, 2, 3. Get a zombie. And then I will Now, I'm going to do this cut here so that I can actually attack his Xenagos with my zombie. Normally I would wait until after he drew his Xenagos to see what his top card is, but I'm going to hit that there. I'll leave the Freaka in the graveyard. No, I only have to hit 2 cards, so I can leave those 2. And then I'll send a zombie at the Xenagos.
Alright, we'll trade off.
Go ahead.
Alright. Well, I'm drawing this, which is not what I want to draw. So I'm just going to make a Satyr. Play second Xenagos, make another Satyr.
Deal.
And you're up.
I'll take on a Treasure Cruise. It's not a Treasure Cruise, although it's a pretty good one. Well, we're going to lead with a Commune.
That's pretty good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, well, I guess I get... I have to take the Wayfinder, and then I don't get a zombie, right?
I'm pretty sure that's it.
Rats.
I mean, you'll probably get one off the Wayfinder, so...
Alright, well, let's Wayfinder.
Okay.
And we'll take the Opulent Palace. We'll get a zombie.
Yep.
I will play a land. And I don't think that I want to attack at all here, so I'm just going to pass.
Okay. I'm going to draw. Alright, that's a good one. I don't think that I can do anything with it, though, so... I'm just going to play a Polukranos, make another Satyr, pass the turn. Maybe next turn I can go crazy with Polukranos and do some sweet things, but...
Well, that's a sweet card.
Is it a whip?
It is a whip. And I think that I just whip back. Doom Giant and do a bunch of attacking.
Okay.
Yeah, whip back to the Doom Giant.
Okay.
Get a trigger.
Yep.
And then I think that I just have to send everything at his Xenagos. Yeah, I'll just send everything at your Xenagos.
Okay. And this...
Yeah, this triggers.
Yep.
And get a zombie.
Okay.
Oh, man, I keep milling over these treasure cruises.
I feel so bad. Alright, well this is going to block here. And then I have... Oh, alright, well I think I'm going to do this. And I want to keep Sylvan Caryatid, I think. So let's go ahead and block here. I want to keep the Xenagos too. So let's block like this, and that's it.
Okay, the Xenagos will take 2.
Go down to 1. I lose everything except Polukranos.
Yeah, and I'm going to gain 4, 7, 8, 12.
Yep, so you go to 28.
Yep.
You lose Sidisi and Satyr Wayfinder.
So you see Wayfinder, and then Doom Giant is exiled.
Yep.
And then it's your turn.
Okay, I will draw. Okay, that's actually not terrible. Let's start by this and blowing up your whip. And I don't think I want to monstrous this Pelucranos yet. I think I want to just make a satyr. And now you're at 28 and I'm at 20.
Mm-hmm.
I think I want to sit back with Pelucranos to protect the Xenagos, so I'll just pass the turn. Alright, don't draw a Murderous Cut or a Treasure Cruise.
Alright, well.
Alright. These are not the kind of games I want to be playing against this deck, but
Yeah.
fortunately it's what I'm locked into doing. Another whip.
So I think that I just whip back this Eidolon so I can draw a card.
Okay.
The other option is that I could whip back a Satyr Wayfinder, maybe? Man, it sucks that I can't million those treasure cruises. Yeah,
You did cast one of them.
we'll just whip back an Eidolon and draw a card.
Yep.
That one's not bad. We'll attack here. With, do I do more? So we'll block here. I don't really want to trade stuff. Yeah, just with this.
Okay, I'll eat it. So you gain 2. 30.
30. Go ahead.
Alright, so now I will untap and draw. I guess we'll go ahead and scry and see what we got coming. I don't think I want this card. Although it might be good if he has another Doomwake Giant. I'm going to bottom it though and see if we can draw something better. Now I can... I think I actually monstrous my Pelucranos here and just get aggressive, but maybe that's bad. So I guess let's go ahead and see. First things first, I'm going to Sage your whip. So then I can plus the Xenagos and add 5, 6, 7. I can only monstrous for 3. So I actually don't think that's what I want to do. So I think I just make a Satyr and attack you. I don't think I can actually attack here either. See, is it Sylvan Caryatid? I guess I could attack with these two, but then that kind of leaves me vulnerable to like a Doomwake Giant. So I'll pass the turn and set up for next turn. And hopefully his cards in hand are just bricks. Hopefully he doesn't have a third whip, since we have destroyed 2 of them. Okay.
Play Courser.
It's pretty good.
Oh, that's easy.
Another Pelucranos.
28.
Yep.
Go.
Alright, so he's drawing cut next turn, so this Pelucranos is not long for this world. So this was a pretty good one, though. Let's go ahead and plus the Xenagos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wish we could do a little bit more. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
12's not enough for you?
No. I need 13. Alright, fine. We'll monstrous 4, 5, and
How sick would it be if this is Murderous Cut?
it'd be pretty good, but I don't think it is.
You're doing how much?
I'm monstrosing for 5, and I'm just going to deal all 5 to the Courser. I think it's best to just kill the Courser, and then he has 2 damage on him, so he can't die in combat here. think that... Yeah, it's not worth attacking with these, so we'll just send Pelucranos in. Okay. Go. Fortunately, my Pelucranos will not last very long.
Go.
Okay.
Here's where I would have liked to draw like a Prognostic Sphinx.
Draw. Woo! That is
Just
a delight.
Just a third Pelucranos.
That is a delight. I do know he has Murderous Cut, but he pretty much has to cut Pelucranos. I think I still just make a Satyr, and I don't think I want to plus for this because then he can just cut my dragon instead. That's worse, but I still want to cast it so I get in more damage. And I'll go to combat.
Okay.
I will leave back 3 blockers and attack you. I mean, that's still just bad. You still just... Yeah, it's still not worth it. I guess we'll still just send these 2. I don't want to lose my Xenagos, so...
I think that I have to kill the dragon. It's also awkward that like I'd milled my 1 Freaka that I had left in my deck too.
Yeah. So he only has 1 cut left in his deck as well.
Alright, well. We'll cut the dragon. I'll chump Pelucranos.
Okay, go.
Treasure Cruise. Not Treasure Cruise. Go.
Okay. Now you are at 28 right now?
Yeah.
Alright, this is where we can start getting aggressive. And there he is, Goblin Rebel Master.
Right on time.
Brought him in to get some extra damage in, and here he's gonna maybe get in for 1. I'll make a Satyr. Oh no, I'm out of Satyrs. Alright, we'll just have to use this. We'll just have to stack my Satyrs so that they're all good. Alright, we'll go to combat, and I'm going to attack with all of my creatures, including my 4 Satyrs.
Alright, well. The only way that I have a chance to win this game is Treasure Cruise and a Doomlake Giant and an enchantment.
Pretty much, yep.
So I'll chump here and 2 of the 2 power guys.
Okay, so you're gonna take 1, 3, 5, 7, 0, so 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, I took 9.
19. I mean, it says 0 on the card. I just
That's true.
Gotta go off of the card. Alright, you're up.
There's just a land.
Okay. I did draw another Pelucranos.
Your draws were actually phenomenal that game.
They were quite good. Alright, we are back for our conclusion to what was a relatively quick matchup.
It was.
It
Very
was
quick.
It was just
The matchups.
5 fast games of Magic where one player just kind of rolled the other one and no interaction happened. Nobody almost milled out, but then won with 2 cards left in their deck. Zero cards left in their deck. That didn't happen. So yeah, I don't know.
The deck's fun, that's for sure. Both of these decks are pretty sweet.
Yeah.
The 3-color deck, I mulligan a lot. I mean, what do you expect when you play a 3-color deck?
And you have 8 basics.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, it's going to happen, but that's the price you pay.
I think what we learned from this matchup is that this card was really good.
Yeah, it totally did a damage.
A single point of damage was dealt from that card in the 5-game span. I think that's the takeaway.
It's what won you the game.
That's the takeaway I had. I don't know about you.
It did. It won you the game.
It did.
The
It
Cedric Phillips
won
token
me the game.
took it home.
Yeah.
So what do you think of the green-red deck? So this was a list that top-8'd the Open in Atlanta, correct?
True. It top-8'd the Open in Atlanta. I actually played a very similar Hornet Nest deck in Richmond, and I liked it a lot. And the difference here is that this guy took the chords out of the deck in Hornet Queen and replaced it with
Monsters.
Yeah.
You think that's better?
Additional planeswalkers. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's better or not. So Chord was insane for me. I really loved Chord a lot. The awkward thing is that Chord is kind of awkward. It's like you need a 3-drop for Chord. So that's where Hornet Nest fits in. It's like you need something to be in play so that you can Chord for bigger things.
Mm-hmm.
But Hornet Nest was just really bad for me. I did play like
not surprised.
I did play like 5 control decks, but still, Hornet Nest was really bad for me. And so I kind of like actually like a hybrid of the two. Dragon was insane. I had 4 dragons, and I was happy about that. I want a list that has Phoenixes, dragons, and chords. And I want to be able to. I want to play Rabblemaster instead of
Hornet Nest.
Instead of Nest, and then what I can do is you can make the token from Rabblemaster, use it to Chord.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like how you stoke the flames with Rabblemaster. You do the same thing with Chord.
Yeah.
So I think that
as long as you have 3 green mana.
Yeah, you have to have 3 green mana because they can only produce colorless for Chord. But this deck has a lot of green mana, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that actually would be pretty cool. I think the ability. I mean, there were a lot of games where I went turn 1 Mystic, turn 2 Hornet Nest, and if that Hornet Nest was instead a Rabblemaster, my opponent would have died very fast.
I've cast a couple Rabblmasters on 2 in my days. It's a good feeling.
It is, yeah. Have you ever cast one on turn 1?
No, but I've seen it happen in Legacy.
Brad Nelson did that to me. I Swords to Plowshared it, and we moved on with our lives.
Rats.
But yes, that's kind of where I want to go with this deck. What are your thoughts on that deck? It seemed like Treasure Cruise was insane.
Yeah, Cruise was just absurd.
Cut was also like it seems like Cruise and Cut were both absurd, but you want more of those kinds of cards.
Yeah, there aren't any. That's the problem.
Yeah,
you can only play 4 Ancestral Recalls and 4 Swords to Plowshares.
Actually, there's another thing that kills a creature. 2 creatures actually.
Oh, 2 dead drop.
You could dead drop
That'd
them.
be real bad. But yeah, Cruise was awesome. I felt like the deck was lacking something to push through.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yep.
Not sure what it should be. Maybe there should be some number of Hornet Queens still in the deck. I think Queen's probably good against like the non Doomwake Giant green decks.
So I think Farika's that card.
Maybe just play more Farika.
Like the deck, maybe you just don't side out Farika.
Just don't side out.
Just
one
keep
of them.
the 2 Farikas. Like I think Farika's that card. I also like it might be reasonable to play like a couple copies of Hero's Downfall somewhere.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have synergy, but like sometimes you just need to kill something.
Yeah, like you have. So the other version of this deck is Abzan, however you pronounce it, that uses Rhinos instead of Sidisi. But you also get some number of Banishing Light to go along with your cuts and communes. So you have more cuts, basically. So like if I would have been able to find like a Banishing Light for that Pelucranos at some point in that game where I milled all my cuts, then it would have just been much different. So maybe that's just why you go with Abzan, is so that you have Banishing Light.
Maybe. I mean, I would have drawn the 3rd Reclamation Sage, but you know.
Probably. But yeah, the deck's real sweet. It's one deck I'm considering for playing next weekend when I travel out to Portland. After playing this, I might reconsider it because the game's really long and grindy, and I felt dumb the entire time I was playing the deck. But that just comes with practice to try and figure it out. But the deck itself is real sweet, and Treasure Cruise is absurdly powerful.
Yeah, it is. I feel like Treasure Cruise is one of the best cards in Standard that's not really seeing much play.
Yep.
This is a good shell for it, but I think that there might even be better shells too. So still out there. But.
Let's find it. We're going to task everybody. Find us the best Treasure Cruise deck in Standard. Let's do it.
And it has to play more than one. Like, it can't just be like a one.
Yeah, 4 Treasure Cruise.
Yeah.
It has to be a Treasure Cruise deck.
Yeah.
That card's real good.
Yeah, it is.
So thanks for coming and hanging out with us this week, guys. We really appreciate it. If you're not watching on StarCityGames.com, but you're on the YouTubes, make sure you click below. There should be some scrolling panels of other BBD versus CVM versus videos you guys can check out. Make sure you like and subscribe so that you get notifications about the channel when we put some sweet stuff on there. And let us know what you think in the comments as we do go through and read through them, even the bad ones. So.
Yeah. I mean, they are YouTube comments. Sometimes, sometimes it's hit or miss. But actually, most of the YouTube comments have been really good for the most part. I've been reading them, and they're actually pretty good.
They're pretty good.
But keep it that way. So,
thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll see you next week.
See ya.